What's good, folks? 2 minute warning. Fury is back. We are just in the cusp of the playoffs. We're moving into the championships, AFC, NFC championships. We got a great show for you guys. We got Mike on the show. We got Tim on the show. Two bad Seahawks cannot represent, but a hell of a season. Thank you guys. We'll see NFL next year, and I hope the Seahawks will come back charging again. But that being said, Tim, Mike, let go.
Oh man, we saw it today. We're not gonna have Josh and Bells. Basically, they are in New York Giants headquarters, trying to be some type of consultant to.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out the future.
Yeah, yes. So they in the meeting with McAdoo, and trying to do some things. I don't know what they're gonna try to do, but they're gonna try something. So, we'll see about that. But Mike. It was some good games last week in the playoffs, man. Some great games last week. We know Seattle, they lost to Carolina. The Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Patriots. Okay. I got a brain fart now. Who else played? The Packers.
Green Bay lost to the Cardinals.
They lost to the Cardinals, and that was a great one. That was a great. That was a Madden game right there. The way it was, the Hail Marys, and now here's the thing, Mike. Let's start off with Seattle. Okay, in my opinion, I just really feel that I was more I'm gonna give Seattle a lot of credit to be down 31 to zip. You go into halftime, and the Carolina Panthers could not even score not one single point. But Seattle made the game interesting towards the end. Too late. It was late, but they fought hard. Russell Wilson, I'm gonna give a lot of credit to because he tried to rally up the troops. He tried, he was being that leader. He kept the guys going. Kurtz was doing his thing as a receiver. He utilized everything he could just to keep the game honest, and he did. As far as Carolina, I was like, wow, you could have put the game away. You're up 31 to nothing. This is by halftime, and you still couldn't do anything. What do you think they need to do to get better for next year?
Okay, well, one thing. I have to say this in full disclosure. I'm so very happy that the Seahawks lost for the most petty reasons ever. As a Tampa Bay fan, I am very tired, so tired of drafting future superstars and watching them be great elsewhere. Watch. Tim Wright is probably going to catch a Super Bowl touchdown pass from Tom Brady. Michael Bennett. We drafted Michael Bennett and literally just let him walk to Seattle. I hate every sack Michael Bennett gets, my balls itch. So the fact that they're done playing football, I'm happy. Now that I got that out the way, it's funny. I'm looking at a lot of these teams that lost, and especially with Seattle. Here's what happened. It's a mix of having a better O-line and having the perfect quarterback to run your system. Let's go back to when Washington made the playoffs at RG3. Alfred Morris is a talented back, right? But he popped off because the read option was so damn scary with your boy RG3. That's why he came into the league rushing for 1,500 yards. Right. So the same can be said for why Carolina was ready to run over him. The O-line played better, but also the threat of Cam Newton opened up a lot of holes for Stewart.
Right.
I mean, the first play, he ran for 59 yards. So while I will say, as pure quarterback play goes, Russell Wilson, he's earned his money, and honestly, to me, he's the next Drew Brees with wheels. He's Drew Brees with wheels. Yes. He's a shorter quarterback, but he puts in the work. His team loves him. He cares nothing about being a good role model and playing the game. And look, something slowed down for him because I remember, from like week 8, he was dropping 3 touchdowns a game. Like barring anything crazy, he's the second coming of Drew Brees.
Yes.
So and you got to give that to him. So it's funny. Again, I don't know to draw parallels though. I've never seen a game with losses. It's in the NFC. I can't speak for the AFC, but the losses still told something about the losing team.
Right.
Like, check it. Even though the Green Bay Packers lost, the fact that it went to overtime literally proved to everybody why people think Aaron Rodgers is better than Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Incredible. Listen, I was stunned. That was a pass. It was a pass interference. It was a pass interference.
But Mike, what do you think the Hawks need to do to be better?
I think the whole NFL needs to do this to get better. I think in general, the CBA needs to be renegotiated, and offensive linemen need to practice more. Like this year, even though it was extremely entertaining, there was less drama. Honestly, one of the best years of football I've seen. I was trying to say, oh, that team's O-line sucks. Then I go like, no, wait, no, that team. Every O-line sucks. Like, pay attention to the game. Every O-line has played significantly worse this year. That's why you're watching games on Sunday with third-string quarterbacks going against each other because quarterbacks is getting smacked. So I think to fix it, you have to get more practice and better O-line play, and that's even if you won this week.
It's the fans. It's the fans that only watch the game and you just watch the ESPN highlight or a specific one of the analysts says something. Oh, he's an analyst. This is what it is, and you have to watch the game and you see yourself. No O-line is perfect. You may be the best O-line by stats for that year because of the running game and everything, but it doesn't mean you're the best O-line overall. But then you don't take away credit from the running back or the quarterback because the O-line was just better. It's football. It's like
you know what? And to add to that, there's this one game. Remember, Tim, me and you was in the bar watching the Seahawks Cowboy game?
Yes.
There was this one play where a beast mode running the ball, and the O-line was supposed to pick up the block. Right. It was the worst play ever.
Right.
The defensive person have his eye on Marshawn Lynch. The O-line was like this. All of a sudden, he just went whoosh into the board. The dude just looked at him and tackled Marshawn. Like he literally and tackled Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
I'm like, my God.
You gotta look at it. Like you gotta look at it when you're seeing a marquee matchup. Check this out. The Texans played for a playoff spot, and it was T.J. Yates versus I don't even know who was playing quarterback for the Colts. Like when
Hasselbeck.
No, it wasn't Hasselbeck.
No. It was
got hurt.
It was Stanzi, something like that. He looked like Zach Morris.
Ricky Stanzi.
Ricky Stanzi.
When you have Week 16 matchups,
right,
and you're having third string, not second string. Third string is across the board playing. Watch, because I guarantee you, 4 years ago, we never saw this happen to our QBs.
Yeah. No, not
and
even
we
that.
Didn't care about concussions.
Mike, not even that. Let me add this on, not to get off the subject. You even had I believe, two quarterbacks who started for one team, end up starting for another team. You forget Mallett. Ryan Mallett was I think started a couple of games for the Texans. He gets cut. Baltimore loses both quarterbacks, Flacco and Sharp. And what happened? Mallett becomes a starter over there. Then you have Brandon Wheaton, check down Wheaton, starting for my team, the Dallas Cowboys. And what he does, he goes to the Houston Texans after getting cut, and he didn't start. He finishes a game. So it tells you that, listen, it can happen. It has happened a lot this year with the quarterback play. But Mike, let me ask you this: what would you do to improve the Seattle Seahawks next year for them to make a run at the playoffs?
Okay. I think we need to go. We need to turn back the clock. I think depth on defense is what they need. I think they need somebody to go with Michael Bennett that can get the job done regularly. I think I think you also need depth behind Bobby Wagner. Your linebacker play can't fall down that much when he's not playing. And then finally, I think you need to go. I mean, here's my thing. I don't even know if drafting offensive linemen is.
Well, I say this. We all know Beastman won't be there next year.
Mhm.
He will be a free. He's gonna be gone for what Seattle reporting. I still feel Seattle needs to get a reliable receiver. I understand Doug Baldwin came out towards the end. They started passing the ball. He had he went over 1,000 yards, I believe, for the first time in his career there. So you saw the offense open up. Depth at running back behind Rawls, because I think Rawls played good. And that's it.
Well, let's not take away from Tyler Lockett. I think the one reason why Baldwin was open because Tyler Lockett opened that defense quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
So, yes or no? Yes or no?
I mean, the thing with Tyler, to me, he's not a number one guy. Don't get me wrong; he's a threat. He's a guy you put in that slot, he can do damage for you. But I still think we need a reliable number one because Jimmy Graham is supposed to be that number one player for them, and it isn't like he won. I mean, he missed the best part of the season for the Seattle when they were starting passing that football. That's the part he missed. So,
no, I'm not saying Tyler Lockett's the number one. I'm saying I make a reference to Doug Baldwin that one reason why he was kind of open is because of Tyler Lockett. I'm not saying Tyler. I'm not saying Tyler Lockett's number one. Yeah.
Hear me out, Tim. Though, like, I don't think wide receivers are worth that much anymore, and I really think we should stop looking at them like they're worth that much. Like, if you have a good rapport with your wide receiver, like he has with Doug Baldwin, I'm not investing top picks in that. I'm being honest. I'm not. I'm not investing that much in that. I'm investing in having. First of all, here's 2 reasons why I don't go offense for Seattle. They've proven they can't find talent in the draft. You got to go with your strengths. They know how to draft defense. And honestly, Russell Wilson knows how to play with Doug Baldwin. Now, free agency, you want to pick up somebody, I'm cool with it. But if we talk about draft picks, Seattle can't do it. They can't. They haven't.
I agree.
Tyler Lockett, he's something, but I'm not wasting a big pick when it drops off after Wagner.
Okay, you know what? Let's go to your second favorite team that you love talking about, the Green Bay Packers.
Hail Mary.
Hey, listen, I just want to. We all saw the results with that. It was a credible game between the Packers and the Cardinals, and I mean. Listen, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the game. I mean, he's won, I think, 3 Hail Marys. 3 Hail Marys he has done this year so far, and you know, listen, it was crazy. And you know what? I have to give him a lot of credit. He hasn't had, I won't say reliable receivers, but we saw the struggle. Once Jordy Nelson went down, we all saw the struggle. James Jones of age, Cobb is not that type of guy to be that number one, and then you had Devontae Adams in and out of games, missing games there, playing one game, missing 2 or 3, and Janis was really the guy that really
worked.
Yeah, he put in the work, so hopefully he'll get a lot more. He'll be up in that roster next year for more playing time. But what do they need to improve? And I really want to ask you because I already know where you're going to go with this one. What do they need to improve for next year?
Again,
I know the Jenny Craig. Talk about the Jenny Craig. Come on.
Look.
Mention that Jenny Craig. I know Eddie Lacy. I know you're gonna say it.
Here's my thing, man. You can't help people that don't want help. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tom is Tom Wells still the GM? I don't even know who the GM is for for Green Bay. I just know they still believe in fat running backs, and they're going to shove cakes down his stupid gullet in the offseason because they're whale chasers, and they like their running backs thick bone. They like, you keep eating, Eddie. Yeah, make that stomach rotund. Give me 2 games where you get 100 yards and it'll be fat for 14 weeks. Do it for me. Yeah. So I'm not going to say to get rid of Lacy because they've gone full Lacy.
Of course.
But even though O-line play has gone down across the league, it's very obvious it's very low at Green Bay. And you notice they got embarrassed by the Cardinals when their O-line wasn't healthy. They played great this game, actually. This was their best game all season. And I believe somebody said it on the wall. This was the first time all their starters were healthy in like a month. Right. So they got the starters. But see, this is why, again, I say you need to hit more because they need depth. You can't have it drop off from the people getting reps like that.
Right,
I think the injury bug hit them, and you know what? The defense, I'm gonna be real. The defense ain't as bad as I've said it was. I think they played a lot better this year.
Clinton Dix is that man back there.
Peppers. He was a monster in Carolina. The fact that some people don't even remember he played in, like, they need to put some more youth on that defense because, I mean, even, let's be real.
Julius Peppers.
I mean, even Clay Matthews is getting long in the tooth if you think about it.
Right.
Sam Shields. Man, we've been saying Sam Shields since I was in college. Like, a lot of the names you hear for Green Bay, you be like, oh, they still playing?
Well,
I'm surprised they're still playing, to be honest.
Yeah. Clinton Dix is the youngest star they kind of have, and he's in and out.
I agree with you. I wouldn't think the defense wasn't that bad this year. I just think more depth to that defense. And they drafted a cornerback last year in the first round, so I really do think they're in the right place. Aaron Rodgers needs to get. They would need another wide receiver they can depend on. They feel Janis is the guy next to Cobb and Jordy Nelson. That's good. Devontae Adams, he really got to prove himself next year because he was supposed to be that main guy. To take Jordy Nelson's spot this year, and he was able to do that with the injuries. Yeah, James Jones is done.
And Michael, you said go full Lacy, right, Michael? They're going full Lacy.
They're full Lacy, man. They
gotta lose weight.
They are in love. It's not even like anymore.
Listen,
you never go full Lacy.
Listen, he has to lose weight. He gotta lose weight, man. And Mike McCarthy said that right after the game, their playoff run was over. He said he gotta lose weight, and those are the reasons why he set out a lot of these games, focus on his weight. But we'll see. Let's go on to the Chiefs. Let's go on to the Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs, they lost. This is my thing with the Chiefs. I was really pulling for them to be in the AFC Championship this Sunday. I was really hoping they beat the Patriots. I think they have the talent to beat the Patriots. They have the team. I just feel that the offense is too slow. I mean, you paid Macklin $11 million to do what? Catch 2-yard passes, catch 3-yard passes, and this is against the secondary of the Patriots, who was not that good. Their offense is keeping the drive alive, which I respect. But you got plays. Sometimes you have to just light it up and let the opposing team change their game plan. You play right into the Patriots' hands. Alex Smith. I mean, people say he's garbage, and I don't think he is. I just think that he's only doing what the play designed for him to do. That's it. People, a lot of fans have a thing where, wow, he's garbage because he don't do for 100 yards. What are you watching? Does he have the right to change the play call or whatever? Is he calling his own plays like Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning's like the only one that I know that calls his own plays. But in the old offense, like when he was with the Colts, not with the Broncos. But so Andy Reid's offense is very slow. And if you saw how when he coached Philadelphia, McNair wasn't throwing a lot of deep passes until he got T.O. Throwing a lot of short passes, a lot of screens. You know, I think what the Chiefs is, you got to open up the playbook a little bit more.
We got to wrap it up, guys, because we still got Pittsburgh. We still got Pittsburgh, but wrap it up.
I mean, I would say also, you're right. I think you do got to open it up more. And, like, here's the thing. The crazy part is, out of all the teams to run the short routes with, you can't do that against the Patriots. That's what they practice against every day.
Yes, sir.
Like, if any team knows how to cover short routes, it's New England. So, I think, honestly, more so than Seattle, they need a real number one. Like, they need that threat because Russell and Doug, they got their juju. I don't think that's the number one. It ain't gonna change. But in Kansas City, I don't think Jeremy Maclin's been a number one. So I think Alex Smith needs to find that receiver. Maybe you focus on Kelsey more down the field. But that's the team to me who's clearly like one deep threat away, in my opinion.
Right.
Pittsburgh.
The Pittsburgh Steelers now. Now, I tell you this. Just because of the injuries this year, they're going to be a 3 times better team next year because they saw the guys. They got to play the depth guys and know where to put them out next year. They're going to be a dangerous team in the AFC next year. You know, and Tony Brown didn't even play this game. I thought it was going to be a blowout by Denver. I thought Denver should have blown them out because you missing Antonio Brown. Martavis Bryant stepped up. Wheaton stepped up. These guys are number 2 and number 3 receivers. The Todman, Toussaint, those guys are number 2 and number 3 running back. Well, 3 and 4, excuse me, because the Andrew Williams was the number 2 back. So I just think improve the secondary. The front 7 is good. Improve the secondary, and just hopeful for injury-free season. The Steelers will be one of my favorites for the Super Bowl in the AFC to compete for the Super Bowl.
Yo,
what do you think, Mike?
Yo, I was about to say the same thing. The only thing they need to do is get healthy.
That's it.
I mean, like, let's look at how stacked. I mean, Le'Veon Bell wasn't even playing. He's a monster. I mean, the fact that they got all these wide receivers under contract that could be number ones on any team. Like, honestly, Marcus Wheaton would be the one player that sorry, my network is acting up. But yeah, Marcus Wheaton is the one player. It would be the one player they needed Kansas City. Also, like, as dirty as he is, Ryan Shazier is that dude. It's almost like Dick LeBeau is still there because Ryan Shazier is the linebacker he would have drafted. He is the next Steeler linebacker, big, fast as all hell, and he has a mean streak. Sometimes he plays dirty, but yo, real gotta recognize real. He's pretty damn good.
If you don't block him,
all you do is get healthy and pray that the injury bug don't hit him.
If you don't block Shazier, he's right in your face.
Oh my God.
That's fast. But we good, Sean. Wait for the next one.
All right, guys. We were right back. We're coming back with a second down.